Every day the ducks are afraid. Every day I let them out of their cage, which is for their protection, not for their, not to control. So the question is, what cages do we get stuck in that we're being offered an exit from? For me, it's the way we think. It's the way we think about relationships. It's the way we think about spirituality. It's the way we think about farming. It's the way we think about food. And now they're waiting for food. Oh my God, he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. Oh, he didn't kill us. Is he gonna feed us? Is he gonna feed us? Is he gonna feed us? Okay, I'll feed you. Actually have plenty of food, but they like their mealworm treats. Hey, it's Mark Shepard, and it's time for the Sunday message. It is New Year's Eve 2023. We're about to jump into a new year, and I'm totally and completely congested because I've been cleaning the garage. And it's been dusty. And I'm very excited because the garage is almost ready for me to start moving my recording equipment into it. And I'm gonna walk by the pile of stuff that was in the garage. I'm kind of embarrassed. This pile's been here for a while, but I keep adding to it, and that stuff was in the garage. And now it's not. So just a feeling of looking at the new year and imagining and visualizing all the things that I want cleaned up around here because it's just a disgusting mess. And just hang on a second. I'm going to turn on a light. You ready? So, let's see, turn on another light over here. And this will be where I record. And all my music equipment is behind that curtain, and there will be room for drums. I'm gonna flip the camera here. So, canoes, all the crap that was everywhere, all over the place, organizing it, putting it in boxes. It's not done yet, but this has been a vision for the longest time, to be able to have a space where I can actually invite some of my musician friends to come, and we can record and make music and have a space, and where I can have a space where I can record at any time. My dad has been very kind and accommodating. I usually record when he's taking a nap or something, but the way the house is designed is any movement on the upstairs just gets, the floor is almost like a drum head, and it's very loud in the basement. So to find time to record has been a challenge, but not a problem. a challenge. So essentially, we got a wood stove and we have a propane heater, so we have choices of keeping it warm and cozy. And yeah, so everything that I have been doing, everything that I've been dreaming of and talking about, interconnecting the farming, the music, spirituality, nutrition, I can't separate it out. And the ancient Stoics talked about basically using anything that seemed like a setback or negative, just use it, to find a way to use it. So as we head towards the new year, as we look ahead to the next year, part of what I am doing on the land is rolling out hay so that we have not only nutrition and new seeds and minerals coming from somebody else's farm, but we also begin to create a drought insurance by getting carbon on the ground to absorb and hold water, to retain moisture, to feed the microorganisms, and so that our animals can be healthy and so that we can be healthy. So it's a long-term proposition. But I want to play a song for you today that I wrote this year, and I worked on it and basically set it aside. But today I listened to it and it feels like, you know what, this is done enough to share. So I'm gonna share this song. And the song starts with, I live where the farming is religion and the weather's always bad. It's always too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry, and everything is gonna die. But then the song touches upon our spirituality. Take your hand off the plow for a moment. Lift your face to the sheltering sky. And remember to teach your heart how to fly. So the song ends with, I live where the farming is religion and the weather's always fine. It's never too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry, and everything is going to thrive. And that's the idea, not only in farming, to farm in a way that no matter what happens, you have a plan. To farm in a way so that if there's a drought, you're covered. You have deep sponge carbon on the ground. So when everybody else has to feed hay in the summer because there's a drought, you have plenty of grass. To farm in such a way so that if there's too much rain, the rain slows down and percolates down into your land to fill your aquifers, to fill your ponds, to fill all the places on your farm that you have noticed, oh, water collects there, let me make that a pond. Oh, water runs here, let's slow it down. To do all the things that can possibly be done so that no matter what the weather is, too cold, too hot, too wet, too dry, no matter what happens, you have a plan, you have a contingency, and you have a way to use it. And then that goes into life. No matter what happens, find a way to use it. No matter what happens in your relationship, you find a way to grow from it. You find a way to deepen your relationship. No matter what happens in your life, you find a way to let go of your thoughts around it and accept the reality as a gift, as a teaching opportunity, as a growing opportunity. And that doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's easy. But that's the whole idea behind everything I do. From my music, it's been 45 years trying to get this music out. But what a gift. Because in those 45 years, technology has changed so that now I can literally have a studio here in the garage that sounds as good as a studio, or even better than a studio I recorded in back in 1982 when I first started recording and trying to get this music out into the world. So as you start your new year, my prayer for you, my wish for you, my blessing for you is to take whatever things have been happening in your life and use them, transform them into the greatest gifts you've been given. And no one else can do this for you. You have to decide that whatever challenges you have in your life have been awarded to you, given to you, blessed to you. Yeah, whatever. I didn't say that right, but you get what I'm trying to say. So this garage was a disgusting mess for years. And what a blessing. What a blessing that there's a space now, and it's not done. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And I have a spot right here, where I can just have a black backdrop and I can get started. And so the next songs I record will be in here very soon, starting it, getting going. And just remember, all of us in every aspect of our life, we're just beginning. We're just getting started. And to take that beginner's mind and to send that out into your thought field and then embrace it, step into it. So sending out prayers for the new year, sending out joy and wonder and appreciation and gratitude and love. Love to each and every one of you who dares to stop what you're doing and watch this crazy guy who's farming and making music and actually putting into practice and action these crazy ideas of farming, spirituality, and music. So, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your support and all your comments. Thank you to the 47,000 people who watched me attempting to get Spike and Luna into the calf hutch, which was highly suggested that they needed and that they wouldn't go into. So peace, love, and grooviness. Here's the song, Farming is Religion, a.k.a. Teach Your Heart How to Fly. And I'll see you at the end with some cute animals and some very gray weather, because that's all it was this week. But hey, we're heading into the new year. Summer's coming, and it's all perfect. What if it was all perfect? Why does it work out better than we can possibly imagine, people? Peace, love, grooviness. Amen. Here's the song. I live where the farming is religion, and the weather is always bad. It's always too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry, and everything's gonna die. Take your hand off the plow for a moment. Lift your face to the sheltering sky. Take your mind off the law of gravity and teach our heart how to fly. 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 Refuse to just get by. When the hours get long and tedious and the honeybees abandon their hive, remember that you are one of the few who keep the rest of us alive. So teach our heart how to fly. So teach our heart how to fly. Teach our heart how to fly. Refuse to just get by. Keep your focus on the possibilities and remember why you are here. Nature is your ally, not your enemy. enemy. The ultimate enemy is fear. So teach your heart how to fly. Teach your heart how to fly. Teach your heart how to fly. Refuse to just get by. Adorning the morning meadows. Remind your heart, remind your heart, remind your heart, remind your heart how to fly. Remind your heart how to fly. Remind your heart how to fly. Refuse to just get by. Refuse to just get by. I live where the farming is religion, and the weather is always fine. It's never too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry, and everything is gonna thrive. Everything is gonna thrive. Teach your heart how to fly. Teach our heart how to fly. Teach your heart how to fly. Teach your heart how to fly. Yeah. So I have my harmonica here. I'm going to see if the dogs respond to it. You like that? Good boy. And the sun just came out. Christmas Day. Ha! Just been so gray all day. And the sun just came out. Not bad. I am rolling up fences to store them for the winter and take care of the dogs. The dogs are sort of with me. They're over there. Way over there. But you can see, there's my favorite tree. This is the way it's been all day. And boom, look at that. Just look at the light. Look at the light. Oh my God. Oh, wow. I love it. Good morning, world. Except it's afternoon. Look at this. Look at this. Look at my shadow. I'm a giant. I'm a giant, I tell you. That is amazing. Let's see if I can get a little closer. don't like being photographed, so I gotta pretend I'm photographing something else. And just pull the camera back. And then I'll get them when they go by. Because they don't have rear view mirrors. Don't worry, I'll turn as soon as it goes by. Now, that way I don't offend them. And they don't have to tell me to not take their picture. See, my dogs are actually really chill with the Amish buggies. They don't even bark anymore. It's the stuff that's unusual that they bark at. And we have so many Amish going up and down the road, it's like, whatever. So that's another nice thing about the Maremma sheepdog. They are capable of learning what is to be barked at and what isn't. And it's time to feed them. Watch this. Spike, Luna, come! Look at how obedient they are. Dinner time. Come on, buddy. Come. Yeah. They'll think about it. The thing is, they're off the leash, so I can't make them come. And it just, there's no leash long enough. And when they're on the leash, they're fine. It's off the leash. They just do their own thing. So I've been thinking a lot about the Maremmas, and they're so companionable, and yet they're absolutely fine on their own living with the sheep. It's the weirdest thing, and I just was trying to think back of the thousands of years of breeding that went into Spike and Luna. I mean, they're happy just to hang out. Spike wants to be next to me when I'm here, but you know, he'll spend some time next to me and then he'll go off and do his own thing if I'm working in the pasture or whatever. So they're not needy. They're attentive and companionable and pleasant to be around, you know. Just so chill. A lady was walking by with a dog, and Luna went and followed them along the periphery fence along the road. But I told Spike to stay with me. I was petting him at the time, and he just stayed with me. Neither one of them barked. They were aware, and they were wagging their tails. They are highly, highly sensitive to things that are out of place in their environment, things that aren't normal. The normal stuff, the Amish buggy goes by, and they do not bark. They do not bark at all. They know it's going by. They go and they watch, but they don't bark. The UPS guy, they bark, right? Anything out of the ordinary. Cars, nope. A bicyclist, yes, they will bark at a bicyclist. So and when I arrive, sometimes they bark at me to say hello. But just thinking of the thousands of years of shepherds who, you know, they didn't have fencing, right? So the shepherds were with the flock at all times, and the dogs were with the shepherds. So they were a different kind of dog from the herding dogs. And the shepherd has to sleep at some point, right? And at night is when these dogs really come into their own. And they'll sleep all day and maybe be awake all night, but they are watchful, and they have a great sense of nose, sense of smell, and they have really good eyesight and really good hearing. Have I been able to sneak up on them? Yeah, if the wind is towards me from them, and it's, you know, so windy, it's kind of noisy, I can sneak up on them, but that doesn't happen very often. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of those thoughts about the Maremma sheepdog. And I've never had a Great Pyrenees. They look a lot alike, but evidently they're quite different in temperament. And I've heard people say that some of the sheep people around here call them the Pyrenees, and then I've had people swear that they're the best sheepdogs ever, and you know, they get very offended and hurt when people call them Pyrenees. So I don't know about that breed, and I don't know much about Maremmas because I've only had these guys for almost a year, but I'm really impressed. I grew up with Labrador Retrievers, and I did some puppy raising for Guiding Eyes for the Blind, and my folks were part of the Guiding Eyes for the Blind puppy raising program. So I know a little bit about dogs, not an expert by any means, and I'm just really grateful that these pups are here every day when I come to check on the sheep, and that when I'm not here, they're with the sheep, because that, you know, we've had no coyote issues whatsoever. And there are plenty of coyotes in the vicinity, but not since these dogs arrived here on this farm. So anyway, that's it for today. Peace, love, and grooviness. Over and out. Say goodbye, Spike. Hey, say goodbye. Yeah. Look at where Luna is. So like, she'll come and cuddle every once in a while, but she does her own thing. He's a cuddler. He just loves it. Yes, you are. You're a cuddler. Yes. What a handsome fellow. What a handsome fellow. Yes. I could just do this all day, but I have things to do. Yeah. Yes, such a good boy. Such a good boy. Don't roll down the hill. All right. I gotta go do some other stuff. Bike, be nice. Do not pee on that hay. Thank you. Lay down. Just chill. Good boy. Thank you. It's all right for the dogs to move the sheep out of their way or whatever, but that's why I'm here every day, to watch. How are they interacting? Who's doing what? And what's strange, we've had such mild weather, the grass is starting to grow. So I kind of want the sheep to actually eat hay, because I don't want to set the grass back. Whatever. It's all good.